Datamine in a nutshell, January 2025. Guys, in this video, we're going to discuss all the sync pair scouts happening in the late December update. But before that, a story for everyone. Once upon a time, there was a time when there were Spotlight Scouts. There were Pokefair Scouts. There were Seasonal Scouts. And then there were Master Fair Scouts. Each one of these scouts had their own quirks and sussiness, but everyone was kind of okay having to scout for 3 copies, maybe 1, maybe 2, but 3 copies will max out these sync pairs, and everyone was okay with that in some way. And then come to a point when suddenly there was an announcement that you have to get 5 copies of a Pokefair in order to max out, expand your sync grid, and unlock every single tile possible. And not a lot of people were happy, including me. Plus, a lot of things happened. But anyway, we have moved on from that. Every one of our Pokefairs are now at 5 out of 5. And then moving forward, people have decided whether to scout or skip or whatsoever. Guess what, guys? That now applies to Master Fair Scouts. Yes, Master Fairs now have 5 out of 5 grids. Just like Arc Suits. But then Arc Suits give you move candies if you go for the paid route, whilst Master Fairs do not. Well, what do you guys think about that? Anyway, guys, Signature Giovanni is the very first Master Fair to have this treatment. 4 out of 5 tiles, 5 out of 5 tiles. These tiles do not require extra energy. They just require 5 sync orbs in order to unlock. And they're positioned quite nicely in the sync grid. But anyway, you need 5 copies in order to unlock everything. This is a dark type support sync pair with an EX role of field. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to the roles because we get a lot of one type of role in this update. This is a Master Fair Scout, take note, and it is arriving on December 20 or 31. I hope you have a happy new year after scouting for him. Next, we have on the first day of January, a brand new Mixed Scout. We have had a semi-little Mixed Scout lookalike in the form of 3 rivals that just happened with Marnie, Hop, and Bead. But now we're getting Lucas with a role of field and an EX role of sprint, which makes this the 4th sync pair to have this combination for your battle rally. Anyway, one interesting thing, this is a ground type and not a grass type. Unlike Dawn and Torterra, this is a ground type. Okay, Raihat Holiday 2025 is dropping on January 3, which is a very interesting thing because this is the first time that the New Year seasonals are not dropping on January 1. This is dropping on January 3. This is a support sprint sync pair. And his counterpart, which is Poppy, is dropping on January 5, which is a field support. Well, guess what? How many supports do we now have? Let's check back. 1 support, 2 supports, 3 supports. This one is, well, field sprint, and this is support sprint, and this is also support, or rather support field, and this is field support. Support, support, support. Mela breaks the mold, which not a support sync pair. Sprint, strike, and this is a fire type. Dropping on January 15 and ends on, or last day is on February 1. This is a Pokefair, Pokefairs, and Master Fairs. Now have 5 out of 5 tiles. Atticus is again a support sync pair. Drops 2 days after Mela, January 17, and ends on the same day. Support sprint sync pair. And those are the brand new sync pairs that you can scout for in this update. Well, 6 new sync pairs, but there are a couple of rerunning ones, including Volume 29 of the monthly Pokefair Scout will feature Iono, plus all the other sync pairs that is available in the monthly Pokefair Scout. So this runs in the entirety of January. Next, we have a 5-star select Pokefair Scout times 15. As you might know, select scouts are paid scouts. So this is 5,000 gems, if I'm not mistaken. There's a B over here and there's a C over here, which everything costs 5,000 paid gems. This is a strike banner, this is a tech banner, and this is a support banner, which I'm kind of disappointed because I need some sprint Pokefairs, which I haven't maxed them out yet. Next, we have a Super Spotlight Seasonal Scout featuring all the past New Year units. You can use paid gems for the tiered scout route. You can use regular gems for the normal scout route for this one. And then we have a rerun of the Team Rocket tiered scout. One of the sussiest banners ever released, with 5 available sync pairs in this banner. And this is where one of my biggest whalers, or the game's biggest whalers, which I enjoy watching, actually quit the game because of this banner. Hiya. Anyway, time exclusive triple feature Pokefair Scout happens on January 10, and very short date, it ends on January 19. So you only have 1 week to scout for this banner. This is an Ice Rock type banner, accompanied by another Ice and Rock type 5-star select type scout featuring only Spotlight scouts over here. This banner ends a little bit longer, or stays a little bit longer than the other banner. Next, we have a double feature Pokefair Scout featuring Signasuit Roxy and Signasuit Pierce happening on January 20 and ends on February 8. And last but not the least, well, the Master Fair rerunning is Anniversary N. He is a tech sync pair, and now he has the EX role of Strike. And what did I say about Master Fairs? He now has access to a 5 out of 5 grid as well. Hiya! His 5 out of 5 grid tiles, one of those tiles talk about like him having a little sprint role. The other one is kind of like recharging strike 9 or something like that. Blue Flare, the more opponents he hits, the more he recovers his move gauge, which is kind of helpful for a slow sync pair like this one. But yeah, this guy gets a 5 out of 5 grid treatment, and probably Anniversary Steven will follow next. But again, there's a Pokemon Masters Day Happy Scout thing, which happens on January 25, not December 25. It's too late to edit right now. Fine, let's just edit that right now. January 25, and then that is it for those banners. That's our January Scouts, guys. Plus December 31 Scout. If you're watching this, Merry Christmas to everyone and Happy New Year in advance. I hope you have a nice scouting. I know a lot of people are scouting for Champion Blue. Good luck if you're scouting for Champion Blue. And if you enjoyed this video and you haven't subscribed yet, why not? And if you want to help me out as well, you can go to my coffee.com/splgum page and do a little bit of help over there, or become a member of this channel by clicking on the join button. But thank you everyone over here for your kindness and generosity. Probably I'll have to update some colors. Some of you are reaching 4 years now, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And until then, guys, that is it for this video. That's our January 2025 Scouts. See you in the next one. Rawr.